Good evening, everybody. Location, location, location. Time-worn phrase used to describe the value of real estate. Turns out it's also a way to fight violent crime.
Cincinnati Police Chief Eliot Isaac's new plan is all about the places that harbor criminals and ignore their crimes. Local 12's Joe Webb joins us now live with details of a plan that's called P.I.V.O.T. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Cammie, P.I.V.O.T stands for Place-Based Investigations of Violent Offender Territories. And the strategy is simple. Attack violent crime where it happens frequently. Not only crack down on the criminals, but the network of locations that allow those crimes to go on. Chief Eliot Isaac laid out his plan to cut violent crime at City Council's Law and Public Safety Committee this morning. It took about an hour, but the chief can sum it all up in a sentence.
It is going after locations that aid and contribute to violent crime.
Isaac's presentation was very specific. He used the Afghanistan gang territory in Avondale as an example, cracking down on offender networks or gangs, coupled with crackdowns on place networks, apartment complexes where they are welcome, corner stores, public spaces where they gather. You do all of that and it takes it up a notch. The city has identified hotspots like the 3500 block of Reading that drive most of the violent crime in the city.
We've identified approximately 20. We will be focusing on them at various times. I don't want to, obviously, as I mentioned in the presentation, I don't want to give away all of our intelligence and deployment strategies.
Some of the hotspots are predictable, others may surprise you. Many of them center around gas stations.
There's definitely gas stations located within the city of Cincinnati that are facilitating criminal networks, and that's why it's very important to look at these places and look at them from an investigative lens, because some of these issues are very unique to the city of Cincinnati.
The chief says the police gang engagement squad will be folded into this new effort. The goal is to reduce the number of shootings to the 2014 level, which was a 10-year low. Everyone we spoke with today is supportive, but not everyone is convinced it will help.
They could slow it down, but you're not going to stop it. People are going to have to change before violence or anything ever stops. So, people just going to have to change, stop killing each other, then it'll get better.
Now, if this all sounds a lot like SERVE, the Cincinnati Initiative to Reduce Violence, that's because it is a lot like it. Police are describing it as SERVE 2.0 or SERVE on steroids. Now, police emphasize this is not just a police strategy, it's an entire city strategy that will incorporate all departments of city government to crack down on these problem locations. They will also work closely with county, state, and federal authorities to put the full weight of law enforcement on those violent offenders and the locations that tolerate them. Cammie?
All right, Joe Webb reporting for us. Thank you. Now, both the police chief and the city manager say they can put P.I.V.O.T. in place with the current staffing and budget.